Unbelievable! All the time as I was changing the gear from wheel was in the air. Alright then. So today we're heading towards Homolka. And then Zlechov, oh yeah. And there is a crossing towards Chichmani. It was 22 degrees now between the trees. As I'm driving between the trees, there is 20 or 19, I think. Shadow makes the temperature go down. 18. And we have one massive cloud above or underneath the sun, which hides the sun. So, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay because we have new tires as well. First impressions. So the first impressions are excellent tires towards curves. Oh, as a start I should tell you or explain what sort of tires I have at the moment. So I did put, because of the Pireli STRs Rally were worn down, the rear, the front was still okay, but the front one I'm keeping, the rear one is in trash. And we have Dunlop roadsmart 4s. So Dunlop roadsmart 4, first time in big curves I'm driving today. Still have to go slowly. Some of you, or some of the videos which are on the YouTube, and some of the people are saying you don't need to warm them down a little bit, you can drive them normally, but just don't push them too hard. But my own opinion is, doesn't matter which sort of tire you put on, if it's new one, at least 200 kilometers, you need to drive normally, slowly. Straight lines okay, but you will still see the and feel the rear wheel spin. My first day was the same. This is my third day. On these tires I have already 80 kilometers behind me. The rear tire is okay. You can feel that it grips more as on the first day. On the first day, so I was yeah, okay, hitting a little bit straight lines, just so what it does, just testing what it does, and the rear wheel was spinning and spinning. So you really need to be careful, at least first 200, 250 or 500 kilometers, until the tire is properly worn and the factory layer which is still on it needs to go away. And then, because it's not 100% silica on the top, that's still some bits and pieces of oil, or how should I say it, and it's not 100%. Okay, so you need to warm the tire a little bit as well. That's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm not going and hitting it hard. Now I think 100 kilometers behind me, but gentle with the gas or throttle. Boom, and the exhaust says boom, 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 boom. First impressions towards the STRs Pireli. This is really good tire. It's totally different. It's totally different. Yeah, you need to understand that now I have road tires on. Road tires on, and it's more like 90%. I think they are more like 90 or 100% road tires. It took me a long time to decide which one to go for. My first decision was Conti's TKC 70s rocks, but then I was thinking, hey man, you are driving 90 or 80% on the roads, yeah, and these off-road tires or 50/50s, yeah, they worn so quickly. I saw it on these Pirelis, yeah, which I had, and I bought the bike when the bike had 3,500 kilometers with the Pirelis. I have now around 8,500, so yeah, something is falling down. The road is slipping again. So 50/50 tire Pireli, pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I don't know what's your impression, but I've decided to put on street tire because this is Super Adventure S. S means street or sport, yeah. So if you want bike and use it off-road, buy the R, which stands for rally version, and when you buy it, go off-road, because this semi-active suspension as well, which I have, a friend of mine was saying, as soon as somebody was pushing it hard towards the off-road bits, yeah, suspension was gone after 4,000 kilometers. So you need to decide what road you will use and what bike you are buying, and then what tires you want as well, and that's really hard decisions. Those 50/50s were good as well on the road and on the off-road, yeah. I mean, I was really surprised. Hi there, back again. As I was riding on the bike, I was explaining how I like the are we good? How I like the Pirelis and why. So they were really good on road and really good on gravel, mud, grass as well. If it was wet or dry, doesn't matter, the tire was perfect. Only thing which I didn't like about it is it worn itself really fast for my taste, yeah. So I've done around 6,000 kilometers on it, and the bike had, I think, 3,000 kilometers. Previously there were Mitas tires, but those were swapped for these Pirelis, and since then until now I have 8,000. There were Pireli Scorpion Rally STRs. So like I said, I was really pleased with it. You don't need to be scared to lean them towards the curves and so on. You can hit them hard, as of course this bike has got really big torque, so that's why when I hit it, the tire was really worn, yeah, from this acceleration. That's why I decided, after 1 or 2 weeks, I decided to go for the Dunlop roadsmart. A friend of mine, like I was saying, actually he actually works in England, and he worked for KTM. He had plenty of bikes from KTM, and he said to me he had also plenty of tires which he used only ones which he liked were the Dunlop tires, and he said I should go for the roadsmart 3s or roadsmart 4s. So automatically I went for the roadsmart 4s, and I was really pleased. From the first time you sit down on the bike, from first meters, you notice that the bike is lighter. It goes really easy into the curves. The handling of the bike is, I would say, 30% better, yeah. And also when you lean the bike, at the moment I'm not leaning it too much, but as soon as you lean it, the tire wants to go even more in the curve, and she asked for it. Oh, come on, lean me more, lean me more. It's just unbelievable what this tire does in the curves, and how light the bike feels. So as I said before, I had done now nearly 100 kilometers on these tires, still riding really carefully. But as soon as I get towards 1000 kilometers, I will make another review, how the tire feels and so on. So now, really pleased. Previously as well, I'm pleased with the Pireli Scorpions STRs Rally, and now Dunlop roadsmarts 4, also really top. So I hope they will really surprise me. Don't forget to like this video. If you didn't see the previous video where I tested the BMW GS and new KTM 1290 Super Adventure S, go on, have a look. It was really nice test, and I was really surprised from the GS. So enjoy, like the video, and have fun. If you are on the Isle of Man, enjoy Isle of Man. See you later.